Good evening, YouTube. Day 4, third show for me, fourth show for Jane. You'll have to look back at the other videos to find out why, because that's a teaser. And this was a comedy show by
Ania Magliano.
Now, I'll be honest, I didn't know who Ania was, but her press agent or the promoter emailed us and said, this show is completely sold out right the way through the Fringe, but she's putting on some extra dates. Did we want to come and review it? And on that basis, we went, yeah, didn't we?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
we want to be in there.
We want to be at the forefront of what could arguably be the hottest ticket in town. Maybe.
Apparently.
It's
It's called, anyway, I Can't Believe You've Done This.
Yeah. So it's stand-up storytelling. It's on at the Pleasance Courtyard, Baby Grand. The Guardian gave it 4 stars. Okay, not that doesn't mean anything to us.
No, it doesn't. This is a show about courage, about strength, about persevering in the most dire of circumstances. This is a show about a bad haircut.
Yeah, it was.
Will have you crying with laughter. The Guardian.
I mean, I have to say, I was sat next to the lady with the loudest laugh in the room. So much so that I have a decibel counter on my watch, and she set my decibel counter off. That's how loud that woman, or that girl, or young lady.
You're getting yourself into so much hot water here.
I know, but I'm sorry. I have to say it like it is. She was so loud. Anyway, that's right. I was right in the front row. Jane was sat behind me.
Can I just say, viewers, that Ian chose to sit bang in the front row in front of the microphone. I thought, I'm not doing that. So I actually sat separately to him.
Sat behind me.
And she didn't pick on people, but
No, she didn't.
no. So it was quite a safe spot to be, but I chose to sit in the second row. And it was packed out.
It was again, it was sold out. I mean, I think there's only 3 extra dates, and if I can find out if there's going to be any more extra dates, I will put them down below.
So sadly, you may not be able to go
but
anywhere.
I bet she'll tour this show. So it won't just be at Edinburgh, so you may get a chance to see it. I mean, I almost felt at the beginning, I felt like I was the wrong audience. I don't know why you felt that.
I was just thinking that.
I thought it was too old.
It took me a little while to warm up. I mean, not long. I mean, five or so minutes. But initially, I'm sitting there, and I was sort of maybe smiling, but I wasn't laughing, and lots of people around me were laughing, and I like Ian. Though interesting, there were a couple of people definitely sort of our demographic.
Closest to our age,
Yeah,
we may have been the oldest people in the room.
Well, there was that gentleman further along the front.
Oh, I
don't know. I don't know who was the oldest out of between the two of you. But one of you. So there were a few older people dotted about.
Yeah.
But mostly not.
But like you, I wasn't so sure right at the beginning whether we were in the right room. I really warmed to her. I thought she was really good.
She was very funny.
She was very funny.
Once I sort of, because I, like Ian, wasn't sure which direction it was going in.
She's very personable. She doesn't. I mean, we're not fond of comedians that pick on the audience members. It's okay. And she had a dialogue with the lady at the side of me about her sexuality, which wasn't offensive in any way.
No. It was completely appropriate to the conversation. And she just made some really, really funny observations that we could all relate to.
Yeah. Very much so.
And I laughed a lot. I laughed a lot
because some of it is about a bad haircut that she had, and she did a really nice bit about sitting back in those chairs where you have your hair washed, and how uncomfortable they are.
I'm not a swan.
No, and they are really uncomfortable. That's the whole point. So her observations were definitely spot on.
And also, there was a lot about being in the hairdressers.
Yeah.
But not only did we have how uncomfortable those sinks are, and we all know that, but she also said, I was sent to have my hair washed by the hair washing gremlins.
Yeah.
And she said, and if you look down, you can see that they're chained to the sink.
Sink.
Well, I mean, you know, and that basically that they're drinking your wastewater. That's their soup. I mean, sorry.
You are giving it
Anya.
away. You are giving it.
But that was very funny. I'm sorry.
That's a snippet of the story. The whole thing's an hour, obviously.
And she tells it a lot better than that.
But it was. I thought she was great. I really thought she was great.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, she's quite young, but she has the delivery.
She does, and I would definitely see her again.
Yeah.
And I can understand how it is sold out, and if you like, it is the hottest ticket in town.
We've completely missed how she's become the hottest ticket in town. So I'm sorry if other people know.
We're late to the party here.
Yeah,
you know.
But she was very funny, very entertaining.
Yeah,
which
she was.
Doesn't help those people who probably can't get a ticket.
No, but we'll look out for her touring, and if I find out if she is touring, I will put it in the description down below.
So we were lucky to get tickets.
Yeah, we were. And the room, because was how many? I was sort of counting how many people were in the room. Was there 3 rows? Because I was front row, you were behind me.
There were 3 rows.
So I think it's about 60, no more than 70.
Yeah, I mean, it was a small.
It's a smallish venue. Now, obviously, this was booked up probably months in advance, and she's probably become bigger over the last few months, I'm guessing. Because ideally, she could probably fill a much larger venue. And she was great, absolutely great.
No, she was.
Yeah. Is there any point in saying when it's on? Because it's anyway. Yeah, we won't. There's no point because if there's any extra tickets, I will put the information in down below. I suppose there's always the possibility of trying to get returns.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how returns works here at the Fringe, really. Cause
well, anyway, if we just her name is Ania, and it's Ania, and Magliano, which I think that's the pronunciation, but I may be wrong. So it's Magliano, if you want to look it up and see if you can get any spare tickets. But she is generally on at 4:35 in the afternoon.
£11 a ticket, so it's reasonable.
So,
it's a reasonable price. So she's not paying 26 quid to see her.
And I mean,
business.
she is here. She was here from the 2nd.
Yeah, right the way through
to the 27th, and apparently it is sold out.
Yeah, and and she's put some extra shows on.
Yeah,
because today's show was not meant to be on.
Right. Okay.
But that's what the press agent or the promoter told me. Right. It was one of the 3 extra dates that were added, but it does say in there.
Well, according to that, it was
anyway, that was
maybe she
PR speak to get us to come and see her. Anyway, but I have seen a poster over at Potter's Row, and it was a poster of Ania, and it just said whole run sold out, which was, you don't see that.
No,
really,
I've never seen that before.
You know,
no,
for the whole month, which I thought was brilliant. So how many stars?
4.
4 from me too. We agree with the Guardian for once. So, right, we're off to see
When Judas Met
John, which is music of John Lennon and Bob Dylan.
Yeah. And it's a show that we didn't get to see last year.
Yeah, we met the guys, the 2 brothers who do this show, and we just couldn't make it work to actually get to the show. And they emailed us again right at the beginning of May and said, hi, do you think you're going to be able to... So we definitely need to go to this show.
We are going now.
Yeah. It starts in 10 minutes.
Yeah, so we're on.
So we'll see you after that. We'll probably film that back at the very expensive student hovel that we're staying in.
Oh!
It's not actually. The room's great.
Take that back.
No, it's a joke. It was a joke.
It is not a hovel.
It's a student bedsit.
Yeah, but it's good.
No, it's good.
Compared to other students.
And actually, we will towards the end we'll do a little.
Because it's very.
Because actually, I would say. Well, actually, maybe we shouldn't tell people where we're staying because they'll know about it, and then we won't be able to stay there
because it was the cheapest by masses.
And it's a fair walk. It's a bit of a walk up the hill, but.
Sorry, viewers. He's got a thing about hills.
I don't mind going down hills, it's going up them that's the problem. Right, okay. We'll see you after that, see you later. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.